Hello, everybody. My name's Mark. So I came in 99 when I was 21, and I guess so somebody asked before, like, what was it like the transition between not being the CEO and becoming the CEO? For me, I was kind of the CEO for in 2003, I sort of kind of took a leadership role in the company. Then I became president in 2006, and I became CEO in 2009. So there wasn't really a transition, and I guess a lesson for everybody here is do the job that you want to do before somebody gives it to you. Don't wait for somebody to put on a golden platter the next thing you want to step up to. Do that job. Don't piss anybody off, but show that you're capable of it. Hedge the risk of that promotion. But anyway, I was going to talk about that tonight. Anyway, so I've been here, so I'm going on 20 years in April, and I was 21, so I'm 41. I'm not super old. I feel like I'm kind of right at the level where I could still hold credibility with somebody who's in their 20s, but I'm still old enough to actually have some experiences I've gained over that time. And during that time, so what I want to talk about tonight is something that I call compound improvement. And so 10 years ago, tech in Toronto, there was none of this. There was nothing going on. And today we've got an amazing opportunity in Toronto, but it's just that, it's an opportunity. And it's not going to be shits and giggles, and it's not all lollipops and unicorns. It's freaking hard. Nothing great is built overnight. Greatness is built brick by brick, step by step. And I love the energy in this room. I'm digging it. So awesome. Everybody take that energy and build it into something. But make no mistake, there will be hard times on this journey. There will be challenges. And if you don't have the conviction and fortification to work through those challenges, Toronto will become the next best thing that could have been the next best thing, and it won't be the best tech community in all of Toronto, or in the world. All right, so how many here want to build a rocket ship? Yeah, let's build a rocket ship. Exponential growth. And your career, you want exponential growth. We talk about that so much, and I kind of want to put in context the concept of exponential growth. So exponential growth, it's a formula. It could be, and your exponent could be a lot of things. But let's say you're doubling every year. If you're $1 million business today and you're doubling every year, that means you're $1 billion in revenue in 10 years. It means in 20 years, your revenue is larger than the GDP of all of Canada. It's massive. And to put that into context, I don't think we all think about numbers so much. If you think of dollars as seconds, 1,000 seconds is 17 minutes. 1 million seconds is 12 days. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. Think of that context. 17 days is 1 million seconds. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. And if you want to become a $1 trillion company like an Apple, that's 32,000 years. That is massive context on what we're trying to. So, and if you think in Canada, in Toronto, how many companies in Toronto do you think are over, say, 100 million in revenue? I think there's about 3 maybe, and that's sort of fudging the numbers of headquartered in Toronto, but actually based somewhere else. How many over 1 billion in revenue? We have one in Canada, in Toronto, that's 1 billion in revenue. A show of hands, who can name it? No. How many people here have heard of Constellation Software? Yeah. We have $1 billion software company here in Toronto. Nobody's ever heard of it. So compounding exponential growth. Let's all do it. Sweet. Awesome. You're all here. Great. Energy's awesome. What you need for exponential growth, you need to be a fucking genius. Not just a little bit smart, completely smart. So smart that you can nail product market fit in 2 seconds. Don't worry about iterating with customers. Don't worry about iterating agile cycles, all of that. You're nailing product market fit on day one and holding on for dear life. And the second thing you need to be so lucky. You could be, I'm sure half this room are geniuses, but in addition to that, you got to nail product market fit in a market that's but nobody else is in, totally nailed a new category, and just whipping off and holding off for dear life. That is great. I'm sure there are people here that have those qualities, but I do not. So what I want to talk about is sort of the journey of Intelex and compound improvement. This is Intelex over the last 12, 13, 14 years. So I didn't put our real numbers here, but that's the first line there is 500K, so you can kind of get context. of like so we're 450 employees. This is a little bit over 450 employees. We make enterprise SaaS software for social responsibility. We help companies drive environmental improvement and health and safety of their workers and the public and improve their impact on the world. We've got great customers, companies like ExxonMobil, Walmart, Virgin Airlines, Etihad. I had an amazing experience about a week ago with NASA that uses our system for safety mission assurance for every spacecraft and satellite that goes into space. It's really an awesome journey. So the company, so this bar chart, super cool, I love it. I'm gonna get a tattoo someday. But this is year by year blocking and tackling, getting 10% better every day. 1% every day, 10% every month, 30% every quarter, blocking and tackling, grinding. There's so much difficulty through this. The story is hard. The challenges are really hard. And this is synonymous with your career. If you're in tech and you want to grow this kind of way, there's so many challenges. You need to put together a plan. You need to work hard. But before any of this wonderful stuff happened to Intelex, there was 10 years before it. The company was actually founded in 1992, like I was a sophomore in high school there then or something. The first 10 years, it took us 10 years to make our first $500,000. 10 years. And then after that, we've had a CAGR of about 45% since then. But it took 10 years to figure it out. And then from there, we've grown compound growth every month, every year. Basically getting better every month, getting better every year. And today the company's like, I'm really proud of it. It's an amazing business. We have some amazing employees. We have an amazing market, amazing customers. But it wasn't easy. And what did that take? That took putting together a plan, understanding what we're trying to achieve, understanding the levers we're going to pull. Do we need more leads? Do we need more sales reps? Do we need better product? Executing on that plan, putting together an improvement plan and iterating on it, having vision, mission, values, all that kind of stuff. Financial model, whatever the time frame is, double it. It's going to take twice as long. And working through that plan. And then the second thing, it takes a heck of a lot of hard work. So much hard work, so many challenges. And the biggest challenge is self-reflecting and self-awareness of when you have to change, when your idea is not the good idea, somebody else is better. And so that's what I want to impart on everybody. I care deeply about the Toronto tech scene. I love the lollipops and unicorns, and I love the excitement. I think it's great. But this journey you're embarking on is a challenging one. And think, I've been in it 20 years. I've got another 20 years left in me. All of you should think 30, 40-year increments of time, improving your career, improving your companies, and improving this Toronto tech ecosystem. I like to talk of it as spinning tops. All the time, for me as a CEO, I'm working on improving sales, I'm improving marketing, I'm improving products. Keep that top spinning, and I'll work on another top. And once that other top starts to wobble, I have to go back to it and spin it again. Same thing goes in your career. Just keep spinning those tops, keep getting better, keep iterating, keep working, and hopefully you'll build the next great tech economy. And actually, the last thing I want to say is Silicon Valley, HP was founded in Silicon Valley in 1939. It took 80 years to build Silicon Valley the way it is today. It's going to take time grinding Toronto, building great stories, building a phenomenal tech economy, but we have to do it. This is a natural resources economy. We have to evolve to be an information-based technology, and the people in this room are the ones to do it. I'd love to help you. Let's go do it. Anybody have any questions?
I'll start. It's Alex. What's been the greatest challenge over the last 10 years?
Over the last 10 years?
Or even last 3 years. What's the greatest challenge?
Honestly, so there's so many challenges. It would all be easy if it wasn't for people. And honestly, it would all be easy if it wasn't for people. That is the biggest challenge, bar none. And going through the scaling stages of being like, if you're an early stage company, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, it's a different set of horses for that track than there are the horses for the track at 100 people to 200 people, 300 people. And building a phenomenal culture of passion, caring about the success of the business while having to disappoint people along the way, while having to, try to corral all of these incredibly smart, talented, passionate people in a single vision and single direction. It's massively challenging. The emotional intelligence required to scale a business and the challenge that you take personally in doing it is, to me, by far, bar none, the most challenging thing. Not that I have any emotional intelligence, but I have a lot of challenge. Yeah.
I have a question about your company growth. Like, do you had some like point? I would say maybe like critical point that has some like a leap forward about like in terms of the growth.
Yeah, I get asked that all the time, and my answer is no. We never have, like, people, what was the inflection point? We never had an inflection point. We had compounding improvement every month, every quarter, every year, getting better, just building on that improvement all the time. Honestly, like, that to me is the recipe for success. We weren't in a market to start off that was phenomenally good. We weren't a company that was phenomenally good. There's lots of really smart people at Intelex, but just ask my wife, I wasn't one of them. But we just grinded. We grinded hard, and work-life balance is massively important, and having a life that's fulfilling is massively important. But to me, like, building a phenomenal company does require a degree of commitment, and so you need to, and it's provided a phenomenal life for me and for those around me, and you try to balance those things. But so no, there wasn't an inflection point, and but there was a lot of incremental compounding improvement along the way.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Hey, great. So here's the questions. As you've been in for 20 years, you've seen technology change. Wide area networks, SANs, NAS, whatever. And especially in the last 5 to 7 years, you're seeing AI, ML, DL, whatever. And has been changing whatever technologies and implementation. Can you enlighten us with this technologies, blockchain, whatever growth and impact? How do you handle the changes of technologies and platform to your company? Because obviously you're going to try to sell this to customers or acquire new customers saying that, oh, we have an AI tool which does the environmental health and safety or some other aspect.
Yeah, so my view on that is, unless you are a tech provider, as in a tool provider, it's nominal. Technology is somewhat nominal, hate to break it to you. It's how you apply the technology, the business logic in the technology, or the consumer logic in the technology, how it's leveraged to provide value to a company or a consumer or a customer. Frankly, unless you're a tool provider and you're always wanting to be on the cutting edge, you need to stay up to date with leveraging those technologies. Buzzwords come and go like crazy. There was a time of peer-to-peer technology. It was, ooh, that's going to be the world. I think it's grinding out whatever works best for whatever solution set you're providing to the customer. So today, artificial intelligence sounds awesome. Machine learning, that was business intelligence, business analytics 5 or 10 years ago. And it'll be something else later. And I think, we're doing amazing new technological advances, but it's all about how does the company create a solution out of that technology, rather than if you are the widget leader, good for you. But if you're the solution leader, that's how you win.
Thank you.